Alex was 21 years old and believed that happiness was something people had to chase like a prize at the end of a long race. He lived in a small town where most people worked quietly and appreciated simple moments. But Alex always felt something was missing. Even though he was only 21, he constantly worried about the future, money, success, and recognition. He thought happiness would finally arrive after he achieved something big. One morning, Alex decided to hike up a hill outside town, hoping the quiet air would clear his mind. Halfway up the path, he met an old gardener watering wildflowers beside a small stone house. The gardener smiled and asked why Alex looked so serious. Alex replied that he was searching for happiness but could not seem to find it anywhere. The gardener laughed gently and handed Alex a small wooden bucket. "Help me water these plants first," he said. "Then we will talk." Curious but slightly impatient, Alex agreed. For the next hour, he carried water, pulled weeds, and listened to birds singing in the trees. Slowly, his breathing became calm, and the heavy feeling in his chest softened. When they finally rested, the gardener asked Alex how he felt. Alex paused and realized something surprising. He felt lighter, peaceful, and quietly happy. The gardener nodded. "Happiness," he said, "rarely waits at the finish line. It grows while you are living, working, helping, and noticing the small gifts of the present moment." Alex looked around at the bright flowers, the cool wind, and the quiet hill. He realized he had spent years running past moments like these because he believed happiness lived somewhere else, far away. From that day forward, Alex, who was still 21, chose a different approach. Each morning, he helped neighbors, learned new skills, walked slowly through town, and paid attention to ordinary beauty. He still had goals and dreams, yet he stopped believing that joy only existed in the future. Instead, he practiced gratitude, patience, and kindness. Something remarkable happened. The more Alex shared time, effort, and appreciation, the more happiness quietly appeared in his daily life. He understood that happiness was not a distant treasure. It was a way of seeing, living, and giving. By the end of the year, Alex was still 21, yet wiser, calmer, and deeply content. The hill, the flowers, and the gardener had taught him a lesson he would never forget. Over time, Alex returned to the little stone house many afternoons. The gardener, whose name was Samuel, never gave long lectures. Instead, he shared quiet tasks, planting seeds, fixing fences, sweeping dusty paths. During these simple hours, Alex asked questions about success, failure, fear, and purpose. Samuel usually answered with stories about seasons. He explained that gardens flourish when people respect time, sunlight, patience, and steady care. Life, he said, follows the same gentle rules. Alex slowly understood that chasing constant excitement had made him blind to meaningful progress. Real happiness felt more like tending a garden. It required attention, effort, gratitude, and faith that small actions mattered. Weeks turned into months, yet Alex remained 21, and his perspective continued growing. He noticed laughter during shared meals, pride after finishing honest work, and peace during quiet sunsets. One evening, he thanked Samuel for the lessons. The gardener simply smiled and pointed toward the valley below. "Look carefully," he said. "Happiness was always walking beside you. You just learned how to notice it." Moral: happiness grows when we value simple moments, help others, and live fully in the present moment, instead of endlessly chasing a distant future. True joy appears when our gratitude guides our actions, patience shapes our goals, and kindness connects our hearts. Alex learned this lesson at 21, and anyone can learn it too if they slow down, pay attention, share their time, protect hope, And remember that happiness is not waiting at the end of life. It quietly grows within everyday choices we make, with courage, care, and gratitude every single day of our lives, no matter how ordinary those days may seem, because meaning lives inside the moments we choose to notice.